going on? What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Take Profit Tuesday with your host, founder Lee Vaughn Stewart. Welcome back. Welcome back. And as always, we like to start each and every single video with, again, guys, it's not financial advice. If you do want to be involved in the markets, please look up your local advisor, someone who is licensed with the Series 69, 6, and a bunch of other letters and numbers. Someone who works at a brokerage firm, or a firm that's regulated by the SEC, FIRNA, and those are going to be the guys that you're going to want to speak to. They're also known as money managers. They're the ones that can what do you say call it? They charge a commission, which helps pay your bills, so on and so third, and which also cuts away from your profits, bottom line. But anyways, if you are here to just get some entertainment, education, and how to invest independently by yourself, or with the group, independently, effectively, and confidently, then hey, you're in the right place. But before anything else, I do want to say, if you're just not jumping in, if you're just not, hopping onto the stream, again, I do this every week, every Tuesday. I try my bestest. So what I'd like you guys to do is share the video, share with a friend. There's a lot of people who's down and out during these times, or your friend probably just got a job, and you want to help them out, maybe I should send this video so you can get some the education, or even if someone is already familiar with the markets and want to get better at it, and then share the video. On top of that, make sure you like the video. Make sure you keep engaged. Again, guys, I want to grow this business, because again, my goal, my passion is to educate the masses of financial literacy, and that's my motto and our motto as a company. So with that being said, today's video, I want to talk about a couple things. This might be, let's say, a relatively medium-sized video. I do want to talk about a lot of points. If there's anything I do want to, talk about since last week's video, or these couple weeks, is that we've been going up. And one thing I noticed, which also goes hand in hand with today's video and the title, is that not only does the Fed is planning on raking the heights and so on, but what we see is kind of like a trend line occurring. But before that, let's talk about what we do as a company. So as a company, we do one-on-one training sessions via Zoom. So if you're someone who's interested in any of those things, please send me a message in the DMs, email stuart.levon@gmail. Tell me which service you're interested in. I'll send you a flyer. You can schedule something, so on and so forth. But yeah, so right in front of you, you could see, and again, if you're just not joining this for the first time, we are creating a trading group. So basically, long story short, if you see these price tags, please watch my previous videos to where I got in, why I got in, how long I'm staying in, when I'm gonna get out, so on and so forth. Because again, if you're jumping in when I'm jumping in, we're making money together, which is good. Who wouldn't want free money, right? But the least you could do is support the channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, or share with some of your friends, family, whatever, and let's all learn together, right? So as of right now, we're trying to grow an options trading account. So as of right now, what you see is this tags, which kind of indicates where we bought. And down in the future, we're going to probably change a little bit different. We might watch another index or stock individually. But just to keep things simple from the beginning, just to, in the future, if you want to refer to these videos, we're just buying we're buying so you could grow the trading account probably to like 1,000, 2,000. I don't know. There's gonna be a point in the market where I might just completely exit, and then we're gonna do what we have to do with taxes, and then convert it to a options trading account so we could trade options. Can make a little bit more money, or if anything, I might make that just private for my my members only. We'll see. But regardless, what I want to say is that these last 2-3 weeks the market has been going up, and again we'll talk about the DXY as far as forex goes. But one thing I do want to mention and do want to highlight is that the S&P has realistically been going on a trend. And yes, you could say, oh, leave on, the trend's not that going for that long. How can we know if this is a actual trend of it going up? How can we know if it's a change in direction? How can we confirm that what you're saying is true? You could only assume, you could only conclude of what you see, what's in front of you. And with that, you would have to react to as such, right? It only makes sense. So one thing I do want to emphasize as I'm doing this is that each time you see me put an arrow, it's about the direction of how price can move with the up, down, left. No, sorry, up, down, or sideways, right? So just to put things in perspective, it is overall on a downtrend, right? It's even funnier to say that, oh, we're currently in a recession back in 2020, when the market crashed. Well, when I say crashed, but it took a big dip. Right now the market's, after that dip, it's been climbing up since. Now it's climbing. Now it's taking another dip. In my opinion, a good time to buy. There's a lot going on with the Feds and so on and so forth as to why it's doing that. But to put things in another perspective, on the daily chart, you have good opportunities to buy in. And a lot of times people will tell you that, oh, just keep buying on the trend line, buy at the bottom, sell at the high. And you could do that. That's perfectly fine. But again, with the strategy I'm using with this, guys, and with you, is that this is a long-term strategy. So yes, we're gonna buy, but we're only gonna buy when we understand this is a good opportunities to buy in. So if you're someone who, let's say you haven't gotten to any of the trades in, but let's say you see a trend line that's going up, and you're like, okay, it came down, touch right here. Okay, it came down, touch right here. More likely than not, you need at least 2 to 3 times it's gonna touch the trend line to be a physical trend or an actual trend, whether going up or down. But each opportunity it dips, you could buy. Right now it's at a trend. You can buy if you want. As far as me, or if you're gonna ask me, oh, Leo, you buy? No, I'm not, to be honest. And again, if you have not gotten to in it now, I'd recommend you using the strategies, or you could meet me one-on-one, and we could talk about different strategies we could take and execute. So me now, as far as when I'm buying, I look at very different factors, not just a trend line, obviously, but just in today's video, I do want to just talk about it, get a little bit more details. How does it work? How can you profit from it? So on and so forth. So now, at this point, a lot of things could happen because, and I'm just going to end it off about trend lines after this. A lot of things could happen. You could have a breakout going up. Oh, let me fix that. Okay. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Or you could have a breakout going down. Right? Hold on. it could go down and then kind of be in that zone as it was before after the initial touch and again. But but we don't know where it's gonna go. So this is where what I say the risk management and the four pillars. Again, if you don't know the four pillars, you have a capital, strategy, risk management, which is risk management is very important right now, and the psychology. The risk management is gonna actually we're gonna talk about that next week too. We're gonna talk about risk management next week, a little bit more details. Why you need risk management, how can it help you, how can it make you profitable, how can you protect your account, so on and so forth. But as of right now, the risk management aspect of this is that you don't want to get too greedy, and in the same breath, you want to put at least enough to where you can make something out of it, right? A lot of people are going to play it safe. A lot of people are going to play it risky. You need to understand which one are you and which one you're comfortable in doing, right? Because again, you need the four pillars to be a profitable, successful trader. So if you ask me, what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna wait. Right now it's in a rally. Excuse me. If I do see a big dip, I might almost definitely get in, as it did before in the past. As these big dips happen, I just hey, just buy it. But in the same breath, if this trend line breaks and goes up, then hey, opportunity miss, and that's okay. That's fine. But anyways, let's talk about some. All right, so shout outs to Alexander Semenova. She told us this Fed job data is set groundwork for rest of 2022. What to know this week? So, the Federal Reserve's next policy move and rush of employment data will headline a busy start on November on Wall Street this week. Markets face another sizable increase to the U.S. central bank's benchmark interest rates, with officials expected to deliver fourth straight 75 basis point hike after their two-day meeting concluded Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Investors will also tune into remarks from Chair Jerome Powell following the decision, along with economic projections from Fed officials and the latest dot plot showing each member's forecast from the U.S. short-term interest rate. So again, it kind of just goes back to the end of the year, and I